torment my parents, making threats against them.
You okay?
And they just made our life a living hell. And my wife, we can't go anywhere without an escort. We can't even let our kids outside.
Okay.
And I'm a combat veteran with brain damage, and I just snapped. I couldn't take it anymore. They declared war on me, and I'm a soldier, and soldiers fight to win. So I fought the war, and I ended it tonight.
Well, what I want to do is talk to you a little bit more about that. I know that Corporal Anderson read you with your Miranda rights, but I'm going to read them again, just that way there's no question that you understand, okay?
And then I got to remind you, I'm tired.
I understand, me too.
Being that I have brain damage and suffer from combat stress, I'm a heavily medicated veteran.
Sure.
And so...
That's not a problem at all.
If I start rambling or if I start...
I'll let you know. That's not a problem.
Getting wigged out or whatever, just correct me or stop me or whatever.
That's not a problem. We'll start here. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have a lawyer present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning, if that's what you would like. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I've explained them to you?
Yes, ma'am. I think I have a VA attorney that's helping me right now. His name is Brian Kurz.
Brian Kurz?
Yes, ma'am. And he's an attorney in Orlando, and I had contacted him when I got my battery charge. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Did you already check that out?
Part of it.
Yeah.
Part of it. You don't have a record, so...
No, I've always been an upstanding citizen. I've always tried to carry myself as a good person. I mean, I just snapped tonight.
I understand. But having these rights in mind, is it okay if we continue talking? Because like I said...
I guess I have nothing to hide.
Okay. What I need you to do, put your initials next to each one of these boxes, and then your signature right there. Okay?
All right.
And I'll hold it steady for you so it doesn't slide around.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
What's going to happen with my wedding rings that Anderson took from me?
Nothing.
Because
You can keep those.
Well, I'd like my wife to have them if they're going to be taken from me.
I don't see why they should be taken from you.
Okay. And my belt and my shoes, because I like to have my
There's a
shoes.
belt in your shoes that will have to go on your property, but your wedding rings you can have.
And my feet are going to end up freezing tonight.
Yeah, no, you'll get those back. That's no problem. Let's go through this real quick. Sign this as the person that read it to you. Okay.
That's a nice titanium ring you got there.
What is your full name?
William Theodore Woodward. Woodward.
Okay. What's your birthday?
10/26/1968.
Your highest level of education?
Oh, shoot. Well, about a year and a half of college, I actually completed 1 year of machining. I got a certificate out of that. So you could say
You've got college.
yeah, I got college.
Your home address?
1960 Smith Drive, South, Titusville, 32780.
Your social?
589 32 2457.
2457. And where were you born?
Mount Kisco with a K, New York. Raised here in Brevard County.
Okay. All right. So let's start with today. You said that your neighbors had started a war with you. Can you explain that to me?
Oh man, it goes all the way back to
August 5th?
Well, August 5th, I learned that my daughter's birthday present had been stolen off our front porch by Gary Hembry's daughter.
Okay.
And her two little cohorts, which are Kim Salisbury Cast's daughters. Gary and Kim are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
Kim has two daughters, and Gary has a young daughter named Destiny. Destiny's a little hellion. She's very destructive around the neighborhood. She tries to break in the abandoned houses.
Okay.
My daughter has caught her repeatedly trying to steal out of her bedroom when she would come over and play at our house. At one time, Gary and I did have a working friendship for many years.
What changed that?
Him smoking pot in front of the kids.
Understandable. Okay.
One of his ex-girlfriends, when they broke up, there was a big fight, and his girlfriend came over to the house and filled us in on some information about Gary that we did not know, that they, for instance, smoked pot in front of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Lewd, lascivious behavior.
Okay.
So what we did was we forbid my daughter to go on his property, in his house. However, she could play in front of his house.
Right.
So that put a strain on our relationship.
Did you confront him as to why the kids weren't allowed to play over there? Or is that what caused the strain, or was it a self-imposed strain?
It was a self-imposed strain, and we talked to my daughter privately about why she couldn't go over there.
Okay.
We told her about the marijuana, and my daughter was old enough at the time to understand.
Okay.
We didn't want to cause a rift. So we tried to maintain a friendship with Gary. And in the meantime, he was bopping the neighbor's wife, and that started a whole nother fight, and we got drug in the middle of. Okay, let me get back to it. Let me get back to the war zone. August 5th, when I found out that the property had been stolen off my front porch, I called for a police escort because being a combat stress brain damaged veteran, I'm less likely to blow if I have someone as a mediator.
Right.
To help keep my temper in check.
Makes sense. Are you diagnosed with anything else?
Post-traumatic stress disorder, bipolar disorder.
Okay.
I've got severe internal brain damage. I'm currently taking 4 different medicines
Okay.
to regulate my serotonin and brain function.
Okay.
And I'm going to need those tomorrow.
Okay.
I really am.
Okay.
So when we went to confront Gary that morning on August 5th, it was a Sunday, I believe, he just got all bent out of shape and exploded on me. And Officer Nelson can tell you more about it. I think it's full Nelson is what they call him. His name.
Okay.
He's got the full report.
Okay. So he was the one that responded out there that day?
Yes, he's the one that responded.
What happened after that incident?
Officer Nelson and I, after the blow-up, I told Officer Nelson, I said, well, sir, I proved my point with him that, we don't tolerate thievery. Well, I didn't put it exactly that way. I said, I guess I proved my point. And he says, well, I guess so. And I said, Officer Nelson, we're not going to pursue this anymore. We'll just let this be a dead issue.
Okay.
We can replace the birthday present and the stolen cooler camera and started taking pictures of my house and my chickens. Chickens are illegal in the city of Florida.
Right.
Or the city of Titusville.
Right. Yeah, we're not zoned for that.
I know. But as part of my therapy, being a combat stress vet, my doctor and I talked about it, and he says, well, being that they're illegal, you run the risk of having someone called code enforcement.
Sure.
And we've had to live with that. But we've had the chickens for 2 years now. And all of our neighbors have loved it. We share eggs when they come to visit, and when everybody brings their kids over for like a little pet in the zoo.
Nice.
So when I saw him out there taking pictures of my property, I just went over the deep end. That happens when I get pushed.
Sure.
I snap. Just like tonight, I snapped.
And what happened tonight specifically?
I just went off the deep end.
Well, let me ask you this.
I fought a war, and I won.
Do you remember everything clearly?
No.
What is the first thing you remember about tonight?
Well, I remember laying down with my son.
Okay.
Watching SpongeBob, and he fell asleep, and then when I got up, my wife and my daughter were getting ready for bed. My brain was just racing.
Is that normal for you at night?
No.
Okay.
We've been under so much stress the last month because we've been cooped up in our cave because these people just won't quit tormenting us. They torment us day and night. They stalk us, they harass us, they threaten us. And the police, because breach of peace and stalking has such a wide interpretation of the law, the police won't make an arrest because it can be interpreted in so many different ways.
Okay.
So we've just been frustrated with the cops. I know they mean well, and
But you don't feel like they're taking care of the situation?
no.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily the police, it's the way the law's written.
Right, I understand.
But because there's that big gray area, the cops don't want to mess with it.
Right.
They only want to tackle the things they know they can win.
Okay.
So as soon as the cops leave, they go right back to taunting and harassing and they insult my parents, they threaten Roger, the one guy I killed tonight, threatened to beat my father up with a baseball bat twice. They constantly insult my parents when my parents come over to help guard us against them. They insult anybody that we bring over, our neighbors, Scott and Lee. Getting back to August the 5th, when he started taking pictures and I went off the deep end, I called him out in the road. I stormed out of the house. I disarmed myself with my 2K bar knives. And I went out in the road. I lifted up my shirt and I said, Gary, I'm unarmed. Get out in the road. I want to whip your ass. I said, you want to mess with my chickens? So that's you're messing with the wrong.
No, sure.
Don't fuck with me. I'm going to whip your ass. Get out in the street. And he wouldn't. He said, no, you come on my property. I said, no, come out here on public property where I can whip your ass. And it turned into just a big old shouting match.
Okay.
And Carrie Blake, who lives next door, is just a loudmouth bitch who likes to get her nose in everybody else's business. Well, it wasn't her business, but she decided she wanted to make it her business. She says, you want some of me? I says, tell you what, bring your ass out in the road and I'll whip your ass too. The fight was with me and Gary. She just stuck her nose into it and made a bad situation worse.
Okay.
Her husband is one of the men that I intentionally shot tonight because he's the enemy.
Okay.
He is one of the enemy that I cleared off the battlefield.
Well, let's go back to tonight then. Do you remember laying the kids down?
I laid down with my son, and he fell asleep, and he was so sweet. We spent some of the day at the pool with our family that came down to visit from South Carolina on my wife's side.
Okay.
Aunt and uncle, 2 cousins, and their baby. Had just a wonderful time. In fact, I worry about my kids now, what they're going to think, and how they're going to take this. My wife, I know she's going to be.
Well, I don't want you to stray into that. Let's try to stay focused on one thing at a time, okay?
I can't help it.
I understand. That's why I'm here to help you.
My wife has just been a nervous wreck ever since I started this. I mean, she cries all the time. That's what drove me over the edge, was seeing the stress on my family.
Mm-hmm.
And the way this haunts them day in and day out. They can't live a normal life. They can't go anywhere. They have to be escorted. My wife is just at her wit's end. I was afraid at one point she was becoming suicidal. But I was afraid to ask her.
Because of all the stress involving the other two families?
Yeah, they were constantly harassing us, day in and day night. Day in and night.
Constantly.
And they were targeting me specifically because they know I'm a disabled veteran. They know that if I blow, go over the deep end and do something to go to jail or prison, that I lose all benefits and everything that I worked hard and earned. And then I can't support my family. And I succeeded in doing that tonight.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you remember leaving your house tonight?
Vaguely.
Were you walking, or did you do something else?
No, for some reason I had a lucid conversation with Officer Anderson.
Okay.
And I was in the war zone, and I told him I would crawl
From your house?
from my house.
Which direction did you go when you left your house?
I exited the rear garage door. I went out my back gate. When I got to my garbage can, which is to the northeast corner of my garage,
Okay.
I immediately went into what the military calls a crouching stance.
Okay.
And I used my truck for cover so they couldn't see my movement.
That was the truck?
My white pickup truck in New York.
Okay. Okay. So did you end up crossing the street? Like, did you cross Smith or did you cross Lane?
I crossed Smith, but it took me a long time to get there. That's where the look crawler came in.
Okay.
I haven't mowed my grass in a while because I can't go outside. I can't go outside and do anything.
Well, not being worried about them and what they'll do.
Well, I'm afraid if I turn my back, they're going to follow through with a threat and jump me with baseball bats. And
Right. So how
I live
far?
with that constant fear.
Okay. How far did you go crawl?
I crossed my rock garden. I crossed my sidewalk on my hands and knees. As soon as I got to the grass, I instantly got as low as a snake.
Okay.
And I remember crawling inches at a time and just listening to them taunting and yelling across the street. Your mom's a fucking bitch. You dickhead. We're gonna fuck you up. It's all on surveillance. You can actually hear and see for yourself what they did tonight.
So did they see you coming across the road? Or were they just yelling to yell?
When I was outside, they didn't know where I was. I was wearing my camouflage jacket and I had my camouflage pants on. Like I said, I'm a soldier. I fight to win.
Okay.
This is war to me. This is not murder. This is killing the enemy.
Understood. I'm not disagreeing with you on this.
I'm just telling you the facts as
I'm just trying to get them as you remember them and the chain of events that you remember.
I low crawled past my truck.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my belly. My FS Beretta was on my right hip.
Okay.
My extra clip was in my left pocket.
Okay.
My BDU jacket covered my left pocket so that dirt wouldn't fill it up as I was moving across the ground. So I drugged my left leg, and if you've never been in the military, you wouldn't understand a low crawl, but you basically slide your head and face across the ground, and you maintain as low profile as humanly possible.
They teach us that too.
Yeah.
But you guys do quite a bit different.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When they teach you in the Army how to hunt down and kill your enemy, it's quite a different scenario.
Mm-hmm.
They teach you how to evade fire from hostile enemy.
Mm-hmm. At what point did you stand up?
I didn't.
Okay.
I kept low crawling.
Okay.
And at one point they turned on the surveillance lights, or the security lights on the house. And they were at the street corner yelling and screaming obscenities at our house. And this is all recorded on my surveillance at home.
Right.
And it just drove me into a rage. I was already over the edge, and I just couldn't control myself.
So what did you do next?
I kept on crawling.
Okay.
I was on a military mission. I was going to end this war.
Whose yard did you cross into first?
I kept low crawling. I low crawled around the perimeter of my house to my backyard fence. The grass was high enough where it covered it concealed my movement.
Mm-hmm.
I low crawled along my fence between my plumeria and my hibiscus. And I stayed there while the security light was on, and I just listened to them yelling and screaming at me. They didn't know that I was inside or outside, or they assumed I was inside, but they were yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs. Insults and threats, and calling my mom a bitch and a whore, and telling me they were going to whoop my dad's ass, and that just further enraged me unless I lay there with a loaded pistol on my hip.
Mm-hmm.
And all I could think about was ending the war.
How long did you sit there and listen to them when they were shouting?
For minutes. I waited for the lights to go out.
Okay.
When you hunt down an enemy, patience is a virtue.
Mm-hmm.
If you have no patience, you're not going to make a good soldier. So I waited for the lights to go out. And eventually they all got bored, and they went back up towards the garage. So I continued my low crawl around the perimeter of the fence until I made it to my neighbor's fence, my backyard neighbor's fence.
Okay.
At which point, I got up on my hands and knees, and I crouched to the light pole and the juniper tree that set our property line. And from there, I stood in the shadow and I evaluated traffic and saw that everything was calm. So I bolted across lane to Gary's property line. I was not vertical, but crouched. I walked along his fence. When I got to the corner of his fence, I jutted into his property. When I got to his property, I snuck along the perimeter of his house until I got to the corner of his house. When I got to the corner of the house is when I charged.
Where was he at first enter the property?
Who?
I'm assuming Gary's house. You said it was
Gary's house is on the corner. Gary's house is 1950 Smith Drive on the corner.
Okay. And so that was the one that you went around?
That's the one I went around.
Okay. At what point did you see someone standing?
I didn't.
Okay.
I knew, or I know as a soldier, that when you engage your enemy, you have to have the element of surprise.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have ferocity and speed and accuracy when you rush your enemy. And when I rushed up, Roger's son was on top of him. They were wrestling. Roger's son jumped off his back when he saw me. And I shot Roger in the torso.
Okay.
You'll have to listen to the video to count the amount of times. Right now I can't tell you.
Okay.
He slumped to the ground. I heard Bruce Blake say something. I followed him to his garage. He tried to go inside the door. I put rounds into his torso until he slumped to the ground.
Okay.
I turned back and found Roger writhing in pain. I point blank put 2 rounds in his head. I believe 2 rounds, maybe 1. I don't remember.
Okay.
And at that, no. Let me back up. After shooting Bruce Blake, Gary come out. Gary Hembry come out of his garage and said, "What the hell's going on out here?" And I had a clean shot at his chest, and I put one dead center of his chest. He slumped to the ground. I walked past Roger, who was writhing in pain, and I shot Gary Hembry twice in the head, if I remember correctly. You'll have to count the bullet holes when you guys go do the autopsy.
Pretty sure that's correct.
And then I walked back over and saw Roger, and in order to make sure there are no survivors on the battlefield, I point blank shot him in the head once or twice. And I did not go back and finish the job for Bruce Blake because I was out of bullets.
Okay. So you ran out.
I used 31 rounds.
Okay.
2 15-round clips and 1 in the chamber.
Okay. So 31 total.
31 total.
All right. And you ran dry.
Ran dry.
Okay.
On 3 people.
Okay. What did you do after that?
I walked across the street. I did not engage any children. I did not engage any women. You do not engage children and women on the battlefield. They are not the enemy. I walked across the street to my house. I was in the process of taking off my jacket because the mission was accomplished.
Okay.
I went to the back gate where I had dropped off my house keys, and I put them in my pocket. And at that point I heard the sirens, so I immediately walked out to the front of my driveway, picked up my jacket off the ground. I put it in the street when I saw the cop car down at the end of east end of Smith. I held my arms out to my side with the weapon and the 2 clips. I placed them on the ground. I backed away, turned around 180 degrees, got on my knees, put my hands on my head. Officer Anderson placed me in handcuffs at that point and gently picked me up and took me to his police car, and then called for someone to take the weapon and jacket and clips. And then, of course, he proceeded to search me for weapons.
Okay.
Now the war's over.
Is it?
I promise you, those people will not harass my family or me again. can sleep in peace now.
Okay.
I do not have to worry about my daughter. Did you know that Carrie Blake, if you read any of the reports, threatened to have my daughter sodomized, raped, and beat up?
That's what
to
your
have
wife
her
told me.
house burned down. They've threatened us in ways you would not even imagine.
Now, I'm not privy to all of the reports yet. I plan on pulling them all because I want to know about that and I want to see the statements that were made. Because I know there were some threats made.
As a father, you have no idea what that does to a man's mind.
That's correct. I don't. I can imagine.
I can't even tell you, the day she made those threats, I was so enraged. If I could have got my hands on her, I was going to dismember her and disembowel her. I even told her, I'm going to disembowel and eat your guts. I could not believe what come out of her mouth. Mm-hmm. And this is a woman, we paid her rent, we paid her water bill, we put clothes on her kid's back, we put food in her mouth. We have been nothing but good neighbors to them. And when this fight started with me and Gary, she stuck her nose in it because she wanted to be top bitch. Mm. Why would someone who bent over backwards to help your family, why would you go and fuck them in the ass like that?
That's a good question.
She had no business in my affair with Gary. But yet she made it her business, and she was the main instigator, along with Roger Pecor.
Who do you feel is, besides them, because, I understand that 3 men, it seems like, took it upon themselves to gang up on you.
Yeah, every one of them. Roger, Gary, Bruce, Carrie Blake, mm-hmm. Kim, Jessica Nobles, all of them.
So that whole group?
The whole fucking group.
Who do you think is the ringleader?
Carrie Blake and Roger Pecor and Gary. Okay. Bruce is just a tag along. He just likes to get drunk and then throw his 2 cents in. He thinks he's tough. Ma'am, I apologize for my language, but now I'm getting upset.
You don't have to apologize to me. You're speaking from the heart.
No, I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset again.
Just because we're remembering it?
I'm having flashbacks.
Okay. Well, do me a favor. Take a deep breath. Try to focus on the sound of my voice.
It's very sweet.
Well, thank you. I did try. Just try to stay in the here and now with me as best you can, okay?
I have no regrets.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that.
I was protecting my family.
Mm-hmm. I understand that, too.
And I've honorably served my country. I was honorably discharged. Mm-hmm. I went to war with brain damage.
Yeah.
I didn't skip the war. I didn't skip out on the war. Mm-hmm. I went.
You went for quite some time. You were there for quite a while, compared to most folks.
And I come back and I'm treated like this by civilians who never even wore the uniform.
Well, they have no understanding for what it's like either. They have no concept of sacrifice.
All they do is take and take and take, and they spit on people like me.
Yeah.
And I can't take it no more.
But do you sincerely feel like everything's finished now?
I tell you what, if the 2 women, Kim,
mm-hmm.
if the 3 women, Kim, Jessica, and Carrie Blake, continue the fight, then I have a feeling my dad wanted it for me.
That your dad will end up for you?
I promise you.
Okay.
My family will be protected even though I'm not a boss. My dad's a former street cop from the 70s. He's hurt a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And he's hurt a lot of people badly.
Well, let me ask you this, though.
I promise you my family will be protected.
And do you feel like you should go to jail for that?
No. Because I have pleaded, I have begged, and I have asked for help And I even went before Judge Moxley, who practically just spit in my fucking face, who wouldn't listen to a shred of evidence, who allowed them to perjure themselves in court, who lied like a pack of fucking wolves, who said I had a weapon on me, a gun.
Listen to my voice. Take a breath. Take a breath. I'm right here and I'm listening. It's okay.
David Moxley fucked me in the ass. Tom House allowed them sorry fucks to press charges against me for possessing a firearm in which I did not have, but he did so because my brother's a fire chief and he didn't want to show favoritism. So fucking Sergeant House cut my fucking balls off, and Judge Moxley had the nerve to sit and listen to each and every one of their fucking lies and say, yes, I believe you had a gun, Mr. Woodward. And when I tried to say perjury, when they were perjuring themselves, he said, Mr. Woodward, if you don't shut your mouth, I will make these subpoenas, injunctions stick. And he went in and gave the police officers a chance to speak. We threw $320 fucking at the window, subpoenaed 4 officers, had Major Butler there prepared to speak on our behalf as to their behavior, and he did not even entertain the evidence we brought. He didn't let us speak. He let the fucking dirtbags speak. When court was over, the dirtbags hung out in the lobby and they taunted our witnesses. They taunted my mom. They taunted us.
Was that the morning of the 28th?
August 29th.
29th?
It was so bad that my mom went back in the courtroom and got the bailiff and asked the bailiff to make them leave because we couldn't even leave the fucking courtroom. And then we got outside the courtroom and Gary and his girlfriend's there and they baited me into a fight. And I tried so hard to whoop his fucking ass so bad, and then I got pepper sprayed. And the sorry pussy chickened out of a fight and dove into his car because he was too afraid to fight me. And I swear, if my mom and my wife and my 2 neighbors hadn't pulled me off of him, I'd have broke his neck right there and dropped him like a sack of shit. This man has been relentless and hasn't even tried to quit. They get drunk, they get stoned, they sell drugs out of their house. We have physical video evidence of them making the same trip every day.
I actually have your video. When I spoke to your wife today, that was something that I got, because I got the surveillance going back all the way to the 5th. She handed me all that.
And I apologize for my actions and my bad language, but I am beyond rage right now.
Well, obviously.
No, I don't deserve to go to jail for this. Those sorry motherfuckers deserve to go to jail for what they did to me and my family for the last month, making us live like prisoners in our own home.
Well, yeah.
I'm a soldier. I fought the war. I fought to win, and I won. We don't win in Iraq. Politicians need to go get their ass over there and see what it's like to eat some sand. Instead of sending our boys and girls over there to die for an ungrateful country. Instead of sending our boys and girls to Iraq for oil that doesn't even belong to us. People don't understand. We have veterans coming home every day that commit suicide.
That's true.
Nobody understands what a veteran goes through when they go to a foreign country. They don't.
Not if they're not one, no. There's no way to understand that. You know?
And these people fuck with me and fuck with me and fuck with me and fuck with me and fuck with me.
Listen to me. Listen to me. No, look at me. No, look at me. Take a deep breath.
Wouldn't stop.
I understand, but I need you to calm down and I need you to listen to me.
No, I don't want to go to jail for this.
I understand. Look at me though.
I don't deserve jail for this.
I need you to focus on me right now, okay? And listen.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't have you hurting yourself. Okay. Please.
I know.
Look at me. Look at me.
It's insanity.
Look at me. Look at me now. Okay, that's why I got the handcuffs on you still, okay? But I need you to take a deep
I'm
breath.
sorry.
Well, but no more banging your head, okay?
I'm sorry.
We don't want to make a bad situation worse. Okay?
No. I got enough brain damage already.
There's that too.
You know I fell 12 feet head first to a concrete slab.
Was it 12? Your wife told me 10.
12.
12.
And I landed right here and I split my head like a melon.
And that was in Japan?
In Japan.
Okay.
I landed head first. I ended up with meningitis because of the skull fracture here.
Mm-hmm.
So this ear is completely dead. I can't hear anything out of it. I've been struggling ever since I got back from Saudi Arabia.
When did you get back?
March 23rd, 1990 is when my mom come to pick me up in Fort Stewart.
Do me a favor. I'm going to ask you to sit here for a minute. I'm going to step out, okay? I'm going to go get you some tissues. Okay? Can I trust you to sit here and behave yourself?
Yeah, just
Look at me. Look at me. I need your word that you're going to sit here and you're not going to bang your head in anything. You're not going to slam anything.
I'm just tired of my family being tortured by these people.
Mm-hmm.
My poor kids. My son still lives in a cage and they can't go out and play. My daughter has to be escorted everywhere she goes. And my parents have to come over and escort me everywhere I go. Because they were afraid that of something like this happening tonight. Me snapping and going back into the war zone and finishing the fight.
Let me ask you this right now. Do you feel that you're lucid in talking to me? Do you feel like you're in the here and now instead of having a flashback?
Well, we're not talking about anything but here and now, so I'm okay.
But you're able to distinguish the difference between reality and... Why don't you let me go get you some tissue? Are you able to distinguish, though, between reality and between when you're having a flashback?
When I was on my mission tonight, I wasn't in reality. I was in a war zone. It was a war zone to me.
Okay. But was it different than a flashback?
No, it wasn't a flashback. I was in a war zone.
Okay.
So flashbacks are what you have when you sit there and you close your eyes and all of a sudden a Scud missile comes and you just fucking jump out of your chair.
Car backfires or something like that?
Or a lightning bolt strikes or... That's a flashback. I know the difference. But tonight I was in a war zone.
Well, that's my next question, though. Have you ever had delusions or hallucinations that weren't a flashback that you can recall? Or do you feel like you're able to stay in the here and now if it's not a flashback?
I don't understand what you're saying. Explain it to me.
Well, when you're having a flashback, it's usually based off of something that's already happened to you, something that's happened before.
This has never happened to me before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Have you ever had delusions or hallucinations?
No, I take that back. Something like this, no, nothing like this has ever happened. When I got fired out the Cape, I threatened to kill the guy that fired me. That was before I was medicated and realized that my brain damage wasn't my problem.
Okay.
I've had those flashbacks, but that was back in '07, so that was years ago.
Okay.
I don't know if that flashback has anything to do with it. But I do have flashbacks of the war. I have flashbacks of previous encounters with people that I've fought with.
How many times have you had thoughts of wanting to kill the three of them? Or anyone from that group? How many times have you thought about that?
Well, before I answer that, I gotta confide something in you. if I should tell you.
No, it's up to you.
But my wife had a nightmare the other night that really shook me to the bone. And it disturbed me so bad. It was the 29th of August after court.
Okay.
And the next morning she woke up. She said, I had a dream that I went over there and I killed them all.
Your wife said that she had a dream like that?
She said she had a dream.
Now, did she dream that she did this or that you did this?
That she did it.
Okay.
Because she was so upset, so disturbed by what Dean Moxley did to us. By how bad he screwed us. I said, honey, you're not a soldier. You don't fight wars. You're my wife. If wars are going to be fought, I fight them. And I told her that. And I said, so put that out of your mind and don't even think about it.
When did that happen? The night after the incident at the courthouse?
The day after.
The day after.
The morning after. She had it that night. I mean, she was so shook up over the fight that I had. Being pepper sprayed. Me being charged with battery.
So let me ask you this. Since she told you that and said that she'd had this dream and confided that in you, I'm assuming that you continued to think about that.
Well, it bothered me that she had a dream, but I never thought about killing these people. I just wanted... In fact,
had you ever thought about killing them before tonight?
No, you know why? Because we just signed on a brand new house. We're going to a new neighborhood. Well, we were until I fucked up. But I didn't fuck up. I'm pretty sure.
Stay with me. So tonight, you had never planned this beforehand, is what you're telling me?
I don't know, man. My mom and dad and her parents, I mean, we were just so happy that we were finally getting out of the neighborhood. We were going to leave it all behind.
Well, if you had to estimate how long it was before you left the house to when you finally made the idea to go do this, how long do you think that took for you to formulate that thought and that plan?
I mean...
Well, before you left the house tonight.
Oh.
To go do what you did. Okay. What you told me that you've done. How long did you sit there and plan it out and think about it? Did you give it much thought?
No.
Okay.
I'm a soldier. I'm prepared to fight 24/7. Especially with them having me amped up all the time. I carry pepper spray, I carry K-bar. I mean, I always got to watch my back now. I mean, I got to have a weapon with me of some sort all the time. So I'm on high alert 24 hours a day. I mean, I'm shit. I feel like Rambo leaving the house every day. I mean, my K-bar is a 4-leg K-bar.
Right.
And it's sharp on both sides. You can shave with it. I'm a machinist by trade, so I love metal weapons. I love playing with metal. But in all honesty, I never even went that far with the thinking. I just wanted to leave the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we were happy. We found a house. Bobby Mutter is a longtime friend of my dad's. They worked together as cops. Oh, my breath isn't bad.
Your breath is fine. You're fine.
God, I'd be so embarrassed. Now you got me happy. Because I'm talking about something that just, I'm looking forward to.
I'll tell you what, on that note, I'm going to take a break and step out real quick. Okay? Make sure there's...
I got to finish telling you.
Okay. Tell me about the house.
All right, we found it's off Melissa Drive down there in Imperial Estates.
Yeah, that was cool.
My credit has been excellent. We got pre-approved for $80,000. We've got the house for $77,000. Bobby Mutter, because of the dirt bags, he knows them all because he's evicted them all several times.
Oh, yeah.
And he says...
He knows just about everybody in town.
I know. Well, he loves my dad. I mean, him and my dad got him great as cops. And my dad and my mom went and approached him and said, Bobby, they just won't leave my son alone. Can you get him out of that house and get him... What can we do to get him out of that house and get him somewhere else?
Sure.
And Bobby and his daughter-in-law, Linda, they found us the house. And it's a dollhouse. I mean, it's beautiful. It's got a yard and it's just gorgeous. We got pre-approved right away. tell you why I never even gave a second thought about killing him is because I make $63,000 a year tax-free on my disability.
Mm-hmm.
I would never throw that away.
Sure.
I don't want to put my wife and kids out on the street. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to go to war anymore. I don't want to be in war. I don't want to have war inside my head.
Well, what do you think would prevent you from acting out on those thoughts?
What do you mean?
How do we stop you from going to war with someone else?
I see a psychiatrist all the time.
When was the last time you saw your psychiatrist?
Just last week.
Do you mind if I ask who it is that you see?
Yeah, in fact, I want you to talk to him.
Okay.
I want you to talk to him.
Okay.
Because Dr. Reed's a nice doctor. He's wonderful. In fact, he saved my life when I was suicidal.
Now, is he through the VA or is he in town?
Mm-hmm. He's a VA doctor. He's wonderful. He's my guardian angel. I love him to death. His name is Dr. Timothy Reed. You can write that name down.
Okay. Timothy Reed?
Yep, he's out at the VA Center. And please contact him as soon as possible. Let him know that I did whatever it is you're going to label it as.
Well, I still have to figure that out, I'll be honest with you. But I need to step out and make sure there hasn't been something I forgot to ask you, okay?
But getting back to the house, that's why I never even put the second thought into hurting these people. I mean, I've been walking the line, Officer Roman and all the officers that have come by says, Billy, when you walk your dog, go down that way. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what they do? I have to tell my wife, honey, watch the video camera because if you see them leave the house with their dogs, call me so you can come get me. You know what that's like every day living?
No, I can't imagine, no. I can't imagine that kind of stress.
Sucks. I mean, here I am. I live with combat stress every day, and I'm medicated for it.
Do you take your meds regularly?
Yeah, I have to because, like I said, I'm bipolar. I got a serious case of post-traumatic stress disorder. And if I don't take it, my brain damage is severe enough that, well, put it succinctly, dying's easier than living.
Gotcha.
And Dr. Reed saved my life. He got me medicated on an even keel, and when I'm not being pushed and harassed, and we even joke every time we see each other, Billy, let's move you out to the country. I said, Dr. Reed, man, when I can afford it, I'm going, man. I want to get out of here. I want to have chickens and pigs and goats, and I get along better with animals than I do people because animals don't want to hurt you.
No,
Only people want to hurt you. I mean, not you, but...
No, I know what you're saying, though, in general.
Yeah. And my chickens, when Gary called code enforcement and had my chickens taken away, that just broke my heart because we had raised every one of them. And they were my peace and serenity.
Yeah.
So when we got the news about the house, we were just ecstatic. And all I could think about was leaving all of them behind.
Mm-hmm. Starting fresh.
Yeah. Leaving them to live in their misery and their dope dealing and letting somebody else deal with it. But you know what's sad? Mm-hmm. We lived in that neighborhood for 13 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, we still live there.
Right.
And we've made friendships that have lasted. And we love the people that live there. Mm-hmm. And now we feel sorry for them because they gotta stay there.
Right.
Now I don't know what the repercussions and actions are gonna be on the house and if we're ever gonna be able to get that house now. I don't know how far down the road I'm allowed to look now, but
yeah, I can't answer that one for you.
yeah, I know. I don't expect to. I'm probably heading to the county jail sometime tonight, this morning.
Probably.
Yeah. But anyway, if you want to take care of your questions.
Yeah, step out and make sure there's not something I'm forgetting, okay? I'll be back. Is there anything you need from
Are
me?
you recording me?
Yeah, right.
Okay, ask them.
Is that a problem?
No,
Okay.
I'd rather you get it from the horse's mouth than put it up on paper.
Well, that's my goal, is make sure it's correct and accurate. So, give me just a moment, I'll be right back, okay?
Okie dokie.
I can't think of anything else. So what I'm going to do is have you raise your right hand for me.
Do I incriminate myself enough?
No, I want you to swear to your statement, that's all. So can you raise your right hand for me? And you swear everything that you told me is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Well, my dad told me never lie. So help me God.
So help you God. Okay. This will conclude the interview. I'm going to have to walk you back and put you back in the cell.
I don't know my shoes because my feet are just freezing in there.
We'll have to take the laces out.
That's fine. I'm not
But
going to
I have no issue with that. That's fine.
But man, it's cold as shit.
And I'll get you an extra blanket too. That's no problem. Like I said, I'm okay.
So when do I get transferred? Can I see my parents?
Yeah, we're gonna make the phone calls as soon as I get you back there because I have to have you secured before I can finish my part of it.
Are you done with it? You want some more questions?
Can't think of anything else to ask you.
I love talking. I do want to tell you, if you pull my record or the 20, whatever you guys call it, 29 or whatever the hell it is,
Right.
you'll see that I've lived my life as best as I can.
I don't think there's any doubt.
I've never been a violent man.
Mm-hmm.
Even when people have pushed me, I've always turned the other cheek because that's what God says to do. Turn the other cheek. Tonight, my brain broke.
Mm-hmm. No, like you said, you snapped. I think that's a pretty accurate word.
I fought the war that needed to be fought. So,
Let's get you back.
thank you for being kind to me.
You've got no reason not to.
I appreciate it. A lot of the cops I run into, though, have been real cold and calloused and didn't really give a crap if I was a disabled veteran or not.
Well, a lot of them don't know how to react to that because they've never been around vets. They've never been around disabled vets. You know? They don't, like you said, they don't know how to react to that. You know?
I know. And some of those cops have made our situation worse by just turning a blind eye. That's why I'm sitting here today, because they come out, turn a blind eye, when they could have arrested them for breach of peace, stalking. We've got so much evidence on them, but cops didn't want to do paperwork.
Well, I'll be the one sitting going through all of it. So somebody's going to look at all of it, okay? I can't say that.
Well, I appreciate it. And I appreciate your help. And I appreciate your kindness. I really do.
It's not a problem at all.
You sure got the voice of an angel, man. You know how to take the steam out of my sails.
There's some training that I got right.
You must have a lucky husband.
Something like that.
Because I sure got a lucky wife. I just hope she's doing well.
She is doing well.
We'll take her back.
Okay.
Who are you?
Lieutenant Bray.
This is my boss.
Hey, she's got Brady on your relation to Scott Brady?
No Bray's down here.
Okay. Well,
That's actually my boss man right there.
she's a very nice lady. She kept me up.
There you go. We're going to follow him right here. Let me show you.
I'll be back there in a few minutes, okay?
Go back there.